the cloud with you. Give you kissing, hug you. Spend the rest of my life with you. Girl, I put that on the Bible. I'm gon' spend all my time with you. Girl, I always acknowledge you. Spending everything on you, ayy. Go give me all your love, yeah, ayy. Without you, I can't function, ayy. Baby, give me all your love, yeah, ayy. I need you, I can't deny. Baby, you are the one. Baby, give me all your love.
Hey guys, welcome back to us always. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe down below, turn on your post notifications, that we get notified every time we post a new video. So today I am going to be doing my 1 month post-op BBL video. A lot of you guys have actually been waiting for this video, and I believe like last week I had went on my Instagram and told you guys to drop some questions in the comment section, and a lot of you guys did. So I'm gonna be doing a Q&A with this video, basically answering a lot of the most asked questions. That way I can give you guys as much information as I can about my BBL journey. But I am going to start off this video by basically touching bases on the main questions asked, like price, experience. So I made sure to basically make like a list of notes, that way I don't forget anything, because I wanted to make this video very informative for you guys. I did want to start off by saying thank you for everyone being so supportive on my journey. I try to be as open as I can be, because I feel like as an influencer we put our lives out there so much that it wouldn't be fair for me to hide this from you guys. So a little disclaimer, the purpose of this video isn't to promote surgery. This is strictly just so I can let you guys know on my journey, talk about my experience, and answer all your questions that you guys were asking. So let's start off by giving this video a big thumbs up, guys. So first and foremost, my doctor was Dr. Salama at Elite Plastic Surgery. I do want to say thank you to Dr. Salama and his team. You guys are freaking amazing. You guys made it so comfortable for me. I just feel like being there, you guys made me feel at home. You guys never made it feel uncomfortable whatsoever, and you guys were very open and helpful with all my questions. If you guys do want to get in touch with the doctor, I will go ahead and list all his information down below. My height is 5'3.5", and I did weigh myself in right before surgery, and I went in weighing 129 pounds. So for the price is $8,300, and that's basically for liposuction of the stomach, the back, and the flanks. Flanks is aka love handles. I know that you can do liposuction in other areas as well, but it is for additional charge. The $8,300 is basically just for the liposuction of those 3 areas, and then inserting the fat into your butt and hip area. What I did for my surgery was just strictly the stomach, the back, and the flank area, and I did insert the fat into my butt. So the shape that I did go with is an upside down heart, which basically forms a most natural butt. It replicates like a natural butt, and I did get a little bit of a shelf, not a lot, but I did ask for a little bit of a shelf. The shelf is the terminology used of the transition from your back to your butt, and the bigger the shelf, I know like that Kim K, I think it was a Kim K photo where she had like the cup on her back. It kind of gives you that shelf, but I didn't want too much of a shelf. I just asked for a little bit of shelf. So the amount of fat put into each butt cheek was 1,200 cc's into each butt. I kind of do want to talk about how I feel now. I feel like my recovery has been going super smooth. I do have a lot of numbness still, like in my stomach area, especially on my sides and my back area, but I am only a month post-op. I'm literally about to hit 5 weeks this Thursday. The numbness I know can take like 6 months to even fully come back to normal. Since my surgery, I was kind of active already. I was like walking around. I hated just laying down all day. I still do a lot now. I walk around a lot. I leave my house a lot. Thank God for my butt pillow, which I'll get into that in a little bit, but the butt pillow has been saving my life. But when I'm not out doing errands, I'm actually home laying on my stomach or just standing around. But I feel as for the pain right now, I wouldn't say the pain is bad at all. I think the most irritating is just like the numbness of like how my stomach feels, or my back, or my sides, because I feel like when Bo tries to grab me, it's like a pain. Like I feel like the pain kind of resembles like rug burn in a way. If you've ever had rug burn, I feel like that's what it feels like, that tenderness feeling and that burning sensation. So when I left Dr. Salama's office, they did recommend me getting at least 10 to 12 professional lymphatic drainage massages. I got 2 while I was over there at Elite Plastic Surgery, and then when I came home, guys, the struggle was real with trying to find someone that did legit lymphatic massages the way they give it out there. I went into this clinic here in town. I'm not gonna give no names, but my experience with them was not the best. I feel like the way their massages weren't up to the standards that they did at EPI. I feel like I was like really scared that I was gonna develop fibrosis, guys. I was really scared. So shout out to Pantoja Doll. She's one of our supporters, and she actually had DM'd me and recommended me to Nelly. I will go ahead and also list her Instagram down below. If you guys are local, I do want to share this information because Nelly is so freaking amazing. The first 3 weeks I was getting my massages 3 times a week, and then on my 4th week, which was this past week, I went down to 2 times a week. So now I'm seeing her every 2 times a week, and I feel like the massages help so much, guys, just because you still have inflammation in your body and still like fluid production that you need to get it out. Like the massages, I feel, are so crucial. I was very scared to develop fibrosis, and I've heard a lot of scary things happening from that, and that's why they recommend you getting the lymphatic drainage massages. That's why it's very crucial, because that's like the most important part of like the aftercare, as well as wearing the garment. They recommend about 10 to 12 lymphatic drainage massages. I'd probably push for like 15. It doesn't hurt your body to get more than what is needed. The lady that I go to, she's freaking amazing. Her and her daughter both do it, but the daughter isn't there all the time, but she's just as good. At this point, I feel like I don't really need Bo to do a lot for me besides put my garment on. I did start off with wearing a size 2XL size garment, and now I'm down to a small, so sometimes it is a little rough to put on, and that's when I basically need Bo to help me. As far as that, I don't really need him anymore. Like I'm pretty like, on driving, it's kind of hard for me to drive because I have to sit on my butt pillow. So as far as like just driving, like I do need help with that, but other than that, I'm pretty much on my own. I currently still have inflammation. Inflammation is still pretty normal at this point. I know inflammation can last for a few months, but I'm currently only a month post-op. So I mean, it gets easier as the days go by, and you'll notice like such a great change in your body as the days goes on. You'll notice the inflammation tend to go down, and you're not as swollen anymore. But as far as like the overall surgery, I think I had my mindset mentally prepared for the worst, just because I know a few friends that have had the BBL procedures done, and they tell me like what to expect, like how it felt. And I was scared. Like going into the surgery, I didn't know what to expect, but I just mentally prepared myself for the worst. So I feel like when I got out of the surgery, it wasn't as bad. But I'm a person that can tolerate pain very well. So if you're a person that can tolerate pain very well, then you will be fine. Honestly, I just feel like it's just more mentally. Like if you're not mentally prepared for it, then it's gonna be harder for you. I know a lot of people talk about hitting that depression point in your life because you feel so hopeless, you're just laying down, you can't get up, you can't do stuff. As for me, I feel like I didn't get depressed like that. I feel like I was able to still get up, go out. So I feel like it's more mentally than anything. So just mentally prepare yourself for the worst and you'll be fine. A lot of you guys were asking me if I was happy with my results, and I must say that I am more than happy with my results. The way I'm healing is just so amazing. I love my body more and more every day. I do notice the swelling is going down, and it kind of makes me a little bit sad because I was like, damn, like I wanted my butt to stay like the size it was. But I do notice it shrinking a little bit. Bo tells me that I'm tripping. A lot of you guys that see me tell me that my body looks amazing. It's probably more because I'm getting used to seeing myself every single day. So I'm just kind of getting used to seeing myself with my new body. I feel like Dr. Salama did so freaking amazing. I'm gonna get to the questions now. Thank you to everyone who participated in asking questions. I know a lot of you guys are just as interested because when I was going through the surgery, it was really hard for me to find out like a lot of stuff. I'm just gonna kind of go in order and just kind of try to answer it to my best possible way I can answer it. So the first question was, what exactly did you ask for? So when I went in there, I knew I wanted the upside down heart, but I also wanted a shelf. So when I went in, I was speaking to Dr. Salama. I had my pre-op appointment actually right before surgery, and I was very unsure of like how big of a shelf and all that, because I still wanted the natural look. I did not want my body to look unproportioned. I still wanted people to look at me and be like, damn, like your butt looks so good with your body. So I did ask for the upside down heart, and Dr. Salama did tell me like that it would look really good with a small shelf. Not a lot, just like a slight shelf. So that's basically what I got. So how long did it take for the bruising to go away? Until this point, I still have bruising. My bruising has not fully subsided. I feel like with such an intense surgery, I got like the shadow of the bruising. Like I know my bruising has gone away, but I have like that tint of the bruising. I actually just purchased the arnica gel. A lot of people preach to that working because sometimes you get like the pigmentation of the bruising. So I just actually started using that 2 days. So I will keep you guys updated if that works. But I do have a little bit of bruising. You could kind of see like the shadow, but it isn't all crazy. I know all things take time to heal, so it's kind of just like a waiting game. Why did you have to have the drains, and for how long? Okay, so in the beginning of my surgery, I was actually really scared. My phone fell. I was actually really scared about having the drains. The drains really weren't as scary as I thought, and they did play a really big role into the surgery. I don't know how doctors that do liposuction or BBLs in general do not use drains. The drains basically help pull out all that fluid production that's still in your body. Don't quote me because I don't know like the proper terminology and all that. I'm just speaking it from the way I comprehended it. There's more pros to using drains. I know that you can develop like pocket fluids underneath your liposuction areas, and you don't want that, so the drains kind of pull all that out. I was in Miami for 9 days. I had my surgery the second day I was there, and then I got my drain, my back drain, because I had 2 drains. I had one in the front, one in the back. The back drain was pulled out the Wednesday right before I left, so I had that probably for like 6 days. And then my front drain, they'll tell you like the milliliters of drainage they want you to produce in a matter of 24 hours for 2-day period. They'll tell you all that, but every doctor is different. So I didn't get my front drain pulled out till a week and 2 days, I want to say. Like, so like 8 or 9 days. So my front drain didn't come out till like 8 or 9 days. Are you able to use the restroom as a number 2 right after surgery? After surgery, they always recommend you actually doing a bowel movement. I wasn't too worried. They actually prescribed me constipation pills. I didn't have to take any because by the second day, I actually did my first bowel movement. But yeah, you're still able to do it like normal. I mean, your butt cheeks are a bit hard in the beginning, so it's kind of harder like to wipe, if that's what you mean. I know it's TMI, I might sound kind of nasty, but other than that, I just use wipies and it made it like so much easier. But yeah, you're still able to use number 2. How often do you wear your garment? Actually, I wear my garment so much, guys. I think the only time for the first 4 weeks, I wore my garment all day, all night. They also give you foams as well, but the foams I only wore the first 2 weeks, and then after that, I stopped wearing my foams by day and only wearing them by night for the first 4 weeks. There was 2 events that I had went to before my 4-week mark. I wasn't in my garment for like 5 hours, but the doctor recommended me, telling me that that was fine. As soon as I got back home, I just put it back on. But you literally have to live in your garment for as long as you can. The only time I took it off was to shower or right before I had to take a photo. But other than that, my garment was on for like 22 hours. So that's really long. Now that I did hit my 4-week mark, I'm ready to enter my 5 weeks on Thursday. I don't wear my garment as much by day. I do wear it like in the evening after I take a shower, put it back on all night, and then before I run my errands in the morning, I take it off and I kind of let my body rest. But if I'm just home relaxing and don't have to work or do anything, then I still stay in my garment. The longer you wear your garment, the better. How long do you have to lay on your tummy? So the doctor recommended 4 to 6 weeks to not put any pressure on your butt or anything like that. for the first 4 to 6 weeks. I'm going to try to push for 8 weeks. I still lay on my stomach until this day, guys. If I'm not using my butt pillow, I am literally on my stomach. I don't put any pressure on my butt yet. How long was it until you were fully walking around without needing help or pain meds? So I want to say the first 2 days, the first 2-3 days, I for sure was on pain meds, like consistently every 4 hours, I believe it was, or every 6 hours. I can't even remember anymore. I was able to walk around fine. I just needed more help getting out of the bed and using the restroom because of my drains. As far as using pain medication, the first, like I said, the first 2-3 days I was on it like every hour on the hour that it told me to take it. And then from there, I only took the pain meds right before I got my lymphatic massage. I wasn't meds dependent. Like I said, I'm pretty good with pain. So yeah, I wasn't on pain meds that much. How does it feel afterwards? Is it hard or does it feel soft? Right after surgery, my butt was hard. It was like hard as a rock, stiff, like just hard in general. As soon as we got back home, so a week post-op, you started to feel like your butt start to get soft, but everybody's bodies heal different. So I'm only talking about my experience. So a week post-op, we got back into town. My butt was already starting to have a jiggle. Until this day, I feel like my butt is already pretty soft, but it does have like a little bit of hardness still, like some stiffness, because it's still healing. I know they say it takes about 3 months for the fluff to happen, and I guess that's when like the fat kind of like meshes together and then it's just soft. And I don't know, I'm just waiting for that moment. I will find out at my 3rd month to see what that fluff is. Yeah, I already noticed my butt actually gets soft, but straight out of surgery, guys, it is hard as a rock. How long do you have to wait to heal before doing the deed again? Okay, so I guess it's all on you, guys. It's all on your body. We probably did it like a week and a half after, I want to say, or a week after. For sure we waited till we were home, but like I want to say like a week and a half after, I was fine. But ultimately, you know your body, you know how your body feels, and if it doesn't feel right to you, then don't, because you know what your body feels. You know, you don't want to force it and then you not feel healed enough. I don't know, just wait and just listen to your body, guys. Just listen to your body. How are you healing, and did you scar? Honestly, I feel like I'm healing amazing. Like I said in the beginning of this video, I love how I'm healing. As for the scarring, Dr. Salama did an amazing freaking job, because even Nelly, the lady that does my massages, was like, the technique he uses is amazing. The way he positioned my scars was through my belly button. I have some in the front, one in my mid back, one on top of each butt cheek, and one underneath each side under my butt cheek. The scar is very minimal, guys. At this point it's still a little red, but I just started using scar cream, so hopefully it'll start lining up. But it's not as bad as people say. But maybe it all depends on how your body heals. I'm not really like a big person that scars like to where you notice it really, really bad. How long did you stay in Miami, and if you flew back home, what did you use to sit on your seat? We stayed in Miami for 9 nights. So 9 nights we were in Miami. When we flew back, I was kind of dreading the flight because I did have to use my butt pillow and I think our flight was like 5.5 hours, almost 6 hours. So it was a really, really long flight. I did take my butt pillow with me. This is what my butt pillow looks like. I did pick this up on Amazon. I know a lot of people do recommend using a boppy pillow, like a baby boppy pillow, but I just didn't want to put that pressure on my butt. I'd rather put the pressure on my thighs. Your thighs is what goes right here, and then your butt floats right here at the top. But that's basically how I lasted on the seat, guys. I lasted sitting straight for like 2.5 hours, and then after that, every 30 minutes I was like getting up and standing because I just couldn't handle the pain on my thighs. I was like very, very sore. You can pick up this butt pillow actually on Amazon. I actually just googled BBL pillow on Amazon and just purchased the one that had like the best reviews. How long do you have to use a garment and booty pillow for? So your garment, they said to use a garment and butt pillow for about 4 to 6 weeks, but like I said earlier, I think I'm gonna push for 8 weeks. I'm not using my garment as much by day anymore unless I'm just home chilling, but if I have stuff to do, I won't use my garment anymore. I do use it all evening and night, and I will continue to do so. Like sleeping in the garment doesn't really bother me. I feel like the garment does play a role with inflammation. It does help because like certain days I get really, really swollen, and I'll just put my garment on and I'll feel better. And same for the butt pillow. The longer you can stay off your butt, they say the better results you'll get. So I'll probably push again for 8 weeks. And then last question, guys, is why did you choose Miami and not LA? So a lot of people were asking me why I didn't go to my doctor that did my boobs, and it was because their nurses with him said that they would recommend me getting implants, and I didn't want implants. I knew that Dr. Salama did specialize with more petite patients, and he did work with petite patients. So I knew that he was a doctor that I for sure wanted to go. I did choose him because of the cost. The cost was very, very, very much more affordable than it was here in LA. There was another doctor in LA that also specialized with petite patients, but guys, when I got a quote for being the smallest patient, it was like $25,000. I was like, well, no. I was like, there's no way I'm paying $25,000 for a BBL. I seen that they were advertising like $8,300 for a BBL, whatever. I was like, hell yeah, I know I want to go there. Another thing, guys, is if you are out of town patient, they do virtual consultations, meaning like they have you send over photos and they will have the doctor look at it, and the doctor will basically determine if you are a good candidate for it. When I did my virtual consultation, they told me I was a good candidate, and I went from there. I feel like there's just certain doctors that specialize with certain things, and Dr. Salama did so amazing on my BBL. I wouldn't have changed my doctor for anyone in the world. He did so amazing. I'm very, very happy with my result. I do want to say thank you again to Dr. Salama at Elite Plastic Surgery and his team, because you guys are amazing. And also too, I do have a discount code with them, so I will go ahead and leave that down below in the description. With this discount code gives you is $1,000 off your surgery. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If I missed your question and I didn't get to answer it, I will go ahead and do another video at my 6 months post-op, letting you guys know an update on my BBL journey once again. But this concludes today's video. As I said earlier, all the information will be listed down below in the description, so make sure you go check it out. Don't forget to comment, share, like, and subscribe. And if you haven't already, make sure to shop our Us Always merch. Our link is always in the description, and we are having a 25% off sale, so discount does apply at checkout, guys. Make sure you hit that link down below. And if you haven't already followed us on all social medias, make sure to do so. Our handles are all listed down below in the description as well. Before I do completely close out this video, guys, I do have to give our post notification shout out to Jocelyn Hernandez. Shout out to you, girl. And if you guys do want a future post notification shout out, all you have to do is subscribe to our channel, turn your post notifications on, hit the little bell, bing, and comment showing some love. So I will see you guys in our next video. Love you guys.
Always.